Thank you for watching our Dr. Martin Luther King Legacy Series. I want to thank our illustrious mayor for making this possible by providing the funds for this informational series.
And I want to thank you, Councilwoman Coleman, for your visionary leadership in helping to put these 5 programs together to elevate and educate our community around the impact of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in our society and community.
And so I say to the listening audience out there, stay tuned and view the entire 5 series.
I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, because I've been to the mountaintop, all we say to America is be true to what you said on paper. Let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Coleman, Councilwoman for District 10, and today I have the pleasure of having Mr. Perry Selvage Sr. Mr. Perry Selvage Sr. is a resident of Wooddale subdivision. Mr. Selvage worked for the city of Baton Rouge as a motorcycle mechanic for 43 years. Mr. Selvage reared 14 children. And so it's just great. I want to say thank you, Mr. Selvage, for taking the time to come here in this part of District 10, of which you are a resident of, and I'm grateful to be able to say that you are one of my constituents, but I am grateful that here you are, here you sit to have a conversation during this Dr. King Legacy series to just talk about some things. And so, while we were talking, I said that you lived in Banks, and you readily corrected me to tell me where you live. So talk to me about where you are and where that is and how it was divided up and the names of those areas.
Well, I didn't never know how it was divided up, because we went up there, 75th was the only street go straight through, because the white folk were living in there, they didn't want the blacks to come through there.
Okay, okay.
So then the white people moved out, and then the people in Southern Heights got in a fight with us, because they didn't want the cut for us to come through there either.
Okay.
Why they didn't want to cut through the heat of house in Southern Heights is in the street.
Okay, okay.
And so that's why they didn't want to cut through there.
Cut through there.
Yeah.
And so the different names, you said Wooddale.
Wooddale subdivision.
Subdivision, and that was what street there in what we call Banks?
75th.
75th, okay.
75th.
And what about the other names that they call the area?
It was 72nd. When you got to 72nd, you was in Banks.
Okay, okay.
6 to 8 years in Banks.
Okay.
On 6 to 8 years in Banks.
Okay.
And then next was Mount Singer.
Okay.
And next was Coleman.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so here today, now that's information that we need to really know, because we are all just saying as of today, it's Banks. So you've already taught me something as I sit here.
That Banks is Wooddale subdivision.
Wooddale subdivision.
So
I'm going to remember
the
that.
sign sitting out there.
All right. Okay. And I've seen some signs through there.
And you know who used to keep that sign? You know that the lady what got killed with this so much. Got the little house, you know.
Sadie Joseph.
Sadie Joseph.
Okay. All right. Sadie Joseph.
And she went all over that neighborhood putting up mailbox for people who weren't able to put them up.
Okay.
And she did a lot to help the old people.
All right.
A
Okay.
whole lot to
All right.
help her.
And as we talk about and reflect on Dr. King, you know, his birthday is coming up soon, but as we reflect on that time then and his life, and even while he was living or even while and up to his assassination, talk to me and tell me what do you remember about that time?
They thought it was a big joke when Dr. King got killed. They thought it was a big joke when Bobby Kennedy got killed.
So tell me, why do you think they thought it was a joke when Dr. King was killed?
What does that say? He was preaching hatred.
Okay. All right.
Stuff like that.
All right. All right.
And, they just laugh, and when they made King Day a holiday, they said, they didn't say King holiday. They say the main name who killed him give us a holiday.
Wow. Wow.
They give us a holiday.
Gave us a holiday.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yes,
that's what they
indeed.
said.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
Wow. And so when during that time, you know, your life during that time as opposed to right now, talk to me. How was it? I know that you mentioned about Mr. Leslie Palms, and I know Mr. Leslie Palms, the Leslie Palms incident.
He drove school bus.
Yes, he did. That is correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
my good friend.
Your good friend. So talk to us about the incident there at your job with Mr. Leslie Palms.
Well, I was with the police department there with DPW.
Okay.
I just used to walk all over the law where they were.
Yes. Okay.
And he had some took sandpaper and rubbed all the names off the cooler.
And those coolers had what written on it?
White and colored.
Okay.
And he wrote them all off.
And so what happened as a result
The
of
man told him, stayed there, the superintendent come to tell him that Leslie Palm rubbed them names off them coolers. We ain't seen, nobody seen it but them.
Yes,
So
indeed.
wasn't nothing they could do left.
That's right. There you go.
Yeah.
That's
They
right.
stuck together.
Stuck together, which
Yeah.
is very
They
important
stuck together.
to stick together, for sure, for sure. Anything else during Dr. King's time that you may remember
But you know,
with people?
in that time, then they had a fella come over there, working with us. I know the only thing I know, he was Ralph Brown's nephew.
Okay, all right.
And when he come over there, he's a very smart fella.
Okay,
But the wife didn't know who he was, you know. And they didn't know if he was a detective, a federal man or what.
yes, yes.
And they were scared to death of him.
Of him.
They
Yes,
were scared to
indeed.
death of him.
Yes, indeed.
Well, what happened to him, I don't know what happened.
All right,
But he disappeared.
okay.
But they were definitely scared of him.
Did he make things better on the job back then
Oh, a whole
for
lot
you
better.
all?
He
Whole
did
lot
things-
better.
He whole thing a whole lot better.
Whole lot better.
Yeah.
And
And the bedroom, they had about, I'd say they had about 10 bedrooms, you know, allowing for
okay,
clean for the white people.
okay,
And we had one little stove.
okay.
So we be lined up out there waiting to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
They did, I didn't. 'Cause I went in where they were, always went where they were.
Yes.
You see, my boss, he took me over there. He didn't take me to the one of the black people.
Yes.
He took me to one of the white people. These are the ones you usually having problem, let me know.
Yes.
I never had no problem.
No problem. So you integrated before integration,
Yeah, I
huh?
was
You
there
did
before
that.
integrated.
Yes, indeed.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir. Of
That's
course,
right.
they knew, man of your stature there, that you, yeah.
Ran
And
by
then,
name, Albert Follow.
yes.
He took me over there. He said, that is the one you use, this bathroom. any barrier you can use. If you have any problem, let me know. And he told me in front of about 12 or 15 white people.
Yes, indeed.
And they didn't know who I was.
Yes, indeed. And so being the mechanic on the motorcycles, they needed you, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
They definitely needed
me.
you. And so, yeah, talk about that. Talk about your knowledge of being that mechanic.
Yeah, I kept them going. And they fought me too, but they couldn't do it with me.
Yes, indeed.
They can't take something from me, you know.
There you go. Now that point there.
You can't take nothing, you know.
Yes, sir.
They know they can't take it from me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And they needed you.
Yeah. And then to see I was determined to work and raise my family.
Yes, sir.
And I raised them 8 hours a day on 2 jobs, one for the city and one for the state. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And folk, that is something to really ponder on, working to get it done.
Had to get it done.
Not looking for no handout,
No
working to get it done.
I didn't want no handout. Now, and I'm going to tell you something else. A whole lot of white folk were real good to me.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
They had to be because they needed you, huh?
Right.
They had to be because they needed you. So you needed what they had and they needed what you had. A transfer.
I told me one day they had a big cookout, you know, you cook half a chicken. And I cooked out a white guy named Bill Aller. I'll never forget him. He said, we ain't gonna eat all that chicken. Put 2K of that chicken on every pair.
Yes.
2K of the chicken. I mean, it was good to me.
Yes.
I can't say they wasn't.
Yes. And then knowing that you had as many children that you had and your wife to take care of.
And he needed. Only thing they couldn't give me, and I told them I ain't being funny, they used to always like to cook coleslaw.
Okay.
I said, well, y'all had coleslaw.
Wasn't nothing you wanted there, no coleslaw.
But anything else, ribs, slabs, ribs like that.
Yes, sir. They made sure that you got that.
And got them ribs and
all right.
Everything they had to hand out to give to me.
Yes, indeed. Tell me about the marching. Were you aware or participated or of any of the marching during that Dr. King's time?
Oh yeah, the day they marched from Bogalusa.
Okay.
Everybody, the city was closed that day. It was closed that day.
Okay.
And who led that march was Charlie Carter and a boy named Garrison. And Carter was over the FOP. And he was kind of big time, you know, in that.
Okay. Okay.
That's why they put him to lead that march.
Okay. All right.
And A.Z. Young them was marching behind me.
Yes.
Marched right down in front of my church, True Light Baptist Church. That's the church I was going to.
Yes, sir.
Right down in front of that church. A bunch of us just marching. And back where they had to go, A.Z. Young.
Okay.
That was a powerful fellow, too.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Now, he worked under Governor Edwards. And when I worked with the state, he was real good to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
A white man named Mr. Sweeney. Mm-hmm. He was real good to us. He was a doctor.
Okay.
And another white guy named Mr. Sweeney.
Okay.
All those good, they all was good to looked it out for.
Looked out. And you looked out for them.
Yeah, look out for them and they look out for us.
Yes, there you go. Yes, indeed. Again, you brought something to the table. Yeah. Yes, you helped them. They helped you. Yes, indeed.
I left $10,000 on his desk one night.
Yes.
10,000 cash dollars.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And I got it.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't give it to nobody. When I got up on my dinner break from the city,
Yes.
I went down there and took it to Mr. Sweeney.
Okay.
And he told me to come show him where I got it from, and I showed him. I said, got it out there. I said, well, I know when I give it to you, they're going to get it.
Yes. Yes, that's right. Right. So you're talking about honesty. They are embedded in you from a long time.
And that man gave me
Yeah.
$1,000.
Yes, indeed. So you did right, and right came to you.
$1,000.
Yes, indeed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So when we look at and listen, as I sit here and listen to you about all of that, and I know life was not easy from way then in a lot of instances, but then in some it was okay. And then when we look at what about where we were then and where we are right now, talk to me.
Just like the credit union. What the credit union? Miss Broker be waiting on me. If a white person coming there, she put me on the side, go and wait on him.
Yes, indeed.
They gonna get coffee and then come back and wait on him. Then wait on me.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
And then that guy better have, I can't think of that fella's name. He come there, he made, so you get so much money on you, down in the bar to signing for you.
Yes.
What that fella's name?
On your name, your own recognizance.
But he made a credit union with the other day.
Yes, sir. Okay.
And I don't know what happened to that fella.
Okay.
I think that fella got a job in Florida.
Okay.
And everybody cried when they left.
Yes, indeed.
Because he was good to people.
So as time went on, there was always somebody, as they call a ram in the bush, that was always there to help people.
Oh, yeah.
Even though others may not have been in that posture.
Now, I can tell you something else. I was raised in a place called Pond, Mississippi.
Okay.
And when I come to Baton Rouge, I ain't knowing about no integration.
Yes, indeed.
Where I was, everybody got along good.
I've heard that before, Mr. Selvage.
I got along good. Bob, I know you heard of Bob Petty.
That's correct.
His son was a big basketball player.
Okay.
And his sister come up there one morning and he was eating breakfast. I was eating breakfast, but the man called, his name was William Brown. And his wife was named is Calvin Brown, and the mother-in-law's name is Fanny Bell Murray, and they had 2 daughters. And we was all sitting at the table eating breakfast. So Miss Calvin told her sister-in-law, said, come on, Sarah. 2 seats left, you and Hugo. Y'all come on, eat. And she told Miss Calvin she ain't had nowhere to sit. And we sat there and we ate. And Mr. Williams, he's the type of man, he believed in treating everybody like this, people, I don't care who you were.
Yes.
He told, when he got to say, y'all got enough, you got enough. I got a plan, Mr. Williams, I can't eat no more. He had a great big old thing they used to put the dog food in. He went out there and got it all rigged in it for the dog. He said, God damn it.
Uh-huh.
Say, they may be hungry, but them damn dogs ain't gonna be hungry.
Huh? Yes,
That's
indeed.
right.
Yes,
And
indeed.
I mean, I never forget that. We used to work for a white lady. She was so mean, hate black folks so bad. It's just one case, Miss Doyle. When dinner time come, Mr. Williams would get the best dish she had to feed us in. He go out there and get this best shiny. So when us get to eating, Mr. Williams would call and say, "Oh, Dorothy, what you want, William? Give me a box or a bag or something to put these plates in." They're my good plates. Mr. Williams said, "You ain't doing but break them up." Said, "Let us just take these plates home."
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
So then she went and bought them old white place. What's that plate?
Plate to eat out of, huh? And stuff that even
So
youngsters.
Mississippi got out for them. I can't say nothing about them people.
Yes, that's it. And I've heard a lot of people refer
I
to
talked with a white lady
that.
born from Mississippi. Her name is Maylee.
Okay.
I'm 2 years older than her. I used to go to their house and sit down and eat all over the house.
Yes.
Sit down and eat with her husband, all the children.
Yes.
Don't help yourself. Hey, but ain't nothing about no integrating I cut in the bedroom.
Desegregation or none of that, huh?
When I read
Yes.
it first, I could have read when Little Teal got killed.
Yes. Okay.
And they all made a big joke about that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's wasn't that white women. The white man told me that.
Mm-hmm.
Man by the name of Kirk Darrow.
Mm-hmm.
What you think about that little boy? Wasn't as them white women. I said, that boy ain't but 10 or 12 years old. I said, he don't know what he was doing. Oh, he know what he was doing. I said, I don't know. I just let it alone at that.
That's right. There you go. That's right.
Integrate.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
But
I've heard people refer to totally different than what we think of when we say Mississippi.
Mississippi, you ain't know nothing about them white folks. You been out messing on them black people.
Yes, yes. That's what many folks say,
You didn't mess
They
with them.
more progressive.
That's right.
Yes.
So, I mean.
In relationships.
Yeah.
Yes,
was
indeed.
Good. It was real good.
Yes, sir. And so, and today, that was then, and we've inched up a little bit here today.
My cousin, they claim he killed, shot a white man.
Okay.
Lane Brown.
All right.
So, when got me, man named Steve Reed, he told Jimmy to stay till he told Jimmy to wait to Aaron Jean until he get there. But Jimmy there walked down in the woods and when Steve come, he hollered for Jimmy, and Jimmy come over the white wood.
Okay.
So the sheriff called and told Mr. Lane, the man who got shot. He said, yes, they got the man who shot me. Mr. Lane said, well, who they got? They got Jimmy Lane. Mr. Lane told the man who got shot now. Say, cut him loose. Jimmy didn't shoot me. Say, if Jimmy had shot me, say, I'd have been dead. Say, me Jimmy don't miss.
Yes.
Jimmy don't miss.
Don't miss, huh? Yes.
But anyways, there was so much hate.
Yes.
They put my cousin in jail for 42 years.
My God, my God, my God.
And the children just not getting this money.
From Jimmy being locked up all of those
All
years.
years.
All of those years.
Just paying for it.
Yes, indeed.
And what happened, what happened, white man named Robert Percy, he got sick and he couldn't die. He now God won't die. What could he do to die? And he found out, he said, well, I'll tell you what. And he sent for the sheriff, boy, the district attorney, and all of them. They come to his house. And he told him Levi didn't shoot Mr. Lane.
Okay,
I shot him.
Now, wow. Acknowledged his wrong, and then he was able to go on and do what he needed to do.
He died.
Died. Isn't that something?
That's right, my cousin, first cousin.
Yes, indeed.
Levi Betty.
Wow. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Levi Betty.
So what about right now, your life right now, compared to all of where you've come from in your life right now? Talk to me about that. It's got to be better. It's got to be a little better.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's way better. Because all the young kids in my neighborhood is nothing but Papa Selvage.
Yes, indeed.
Papa Selvage.
Papa Selvage.
That's what they call me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And looking up to you and
Yeah,
respecting
look
you.
up to Papa Selvage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can guarantee you can have a conversation with them and you can tell them something and they're going to listen.
And I listen to what I tell them.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I listen
Yes.
exactly what I tell them.
Yes, sir.
Papa Selvage.
And see, we need more Papa Selvages.
Yeah.
And throughout the city, especially in District 10.
Yeah.
More Papa Selvages who the
Yeah.
children reverence and respect and, yes, and listen to, just
When I had
listen.
something that my children need, I give other children.
Yes. There you go.
Bicycle, if I get an extra bicycle, somebody else need, I get it in.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes,
So they all
indeed.
looked at me as Papa Selvage.
Papa Selvage.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And so where do you see, and I know jobs got a little better, where do you see us where we need to go? What we need to do to get to the next level? We've been there, we are here, but where are we going?
As far as I can see, I tell my daughter all the time, Baton Rouge at the best level with jobs they'll be.
Okay.
It's the best level with jobs. Because everybody who wants a job can work today if they want them, but people don't want to work.
Okay. Okay.
Plenty of jobs out there now.
Yes. Okay. Yes, sir.
But it's just people and then sometimes people do wrong. And just like the other night, they had this young fella. He went out there on the robbed the Uber person,
Yes.
put a gun to his head,
Yes, indeed.
took and robbed him.
Okay. Okay.
And so the police went there, and the grandma was there, and the boy, a 5-year-old child was there.
Yes.
And this happened maybe 7, 8 days ago.
Okay.
And the boy was barefooted, so they throw something in the house and blow the door off the house. Had glass all over the floor.
Okay.
Now this is Baton Rouge City Police.
Yes.
Made the little boy walked in the glass, got glass in his feet, had a gun on. The child was asking, "What have I did?
Yes.
I ain't did nothing."
Yes.
And he picked glass out of his feet. The grandma had to walk in glass. That was
Yes.
unnecessary.
Unnecessary.
That
Unnecessary.
was all the reports I get on that on the bad one I could see.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So that ain't
Yes.
bad.
And then the point that you made about Baton Rouge and the jobs now,
Anybody want a job, get a job they want it.
if they want it, they
That's
could
right.
get a job. You
That's
are
right.
correct. And
That's
see, and I am of the opinion that if you don't work, you don't eat. And if you, as you said, if you want a job, you can get a job.
If somebody need to talk to you, they can talk to you. They can talk to the mayor, they can talk to the mayor. We never had that.
That's it.
They never had that.
Never had that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so here we are.
The lady, the job that you got, if they were walking right now, I wouldn't even know her.
Yes.
I ain't never see her. Number one from TV. But I never see her just
Yes, sir.
come around and check on her.
Yes, sir.
I never see that.
Yes, sir. Well,
The
I
mayor,
tell you.
Go to the mayor, and it's just better.
Okay.
Whole lot better.
Whole lot better.
Yeah.
And in order to get to the best, in order for us to get a good, just a little better,
Yes,
then
ma'am.
what do you see as something that if you could think of one thing that we need to do in order to reach another realm on this ladder, another rung on the ladder, what would you say that would be?
Well, I'll tell you another thing. The police is better than the people.
Okay.
A whole lot better.
Okay. And so I'd like to just in summing up, and here it is, we've had the opportunity to sit here and talk to Papa Selvage
That's
here.
right, Papa
Selvage that live in the area that we refer to as Banks, and many folks still will, but the real name of the area is
Wooddale Subdivision.
Wooddale Subdivision. So I say to you, if you're ever in the neighborhood, and one thing about Mr. Selvage, he's usually sitting outside.
From outside.
Outside under his carport. And so I thank you. I thank you so very much for taking out your time today to come here on this end of District 10 to share your expertise with me.
Oh, yeah.
And I thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right. And so there you have it, Mr. Perry Selvage. And I ask that you, along with the rest of the visitors that we've had here to come and share during this Dr. King Legacy series, that you tune in to channel 21, and then also be looking out for some YouTube issues there to be able to learn some good stuff as to where we've been, where we are, and where we must go. Thank you.
And we all know where we've been, but nobody know where they're going.
Where they going, huh? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.